process I'm going to show you today is called air layering, or in some places it's called marcotting. And what it does is it produces a tree that's identical to the mother tree. Spring is the best time to start in most parts of the mainland. You want to do it during the growing season. Okay, we begin by selecting a branch, and this is a nice branch here, and clearing it. So we're going to take these side branches off, and once that's in place, we grab our plastic sleeve, and I put that on my arm like this, and then take that arm and grab and kind of crush these leaves so that I can slide the sleeve over. And you want to do this carefully because you don't want to make a hole in the plastic. If you make a hole in the plastic, it potentially can collect water in there and stop the air layer, the roots from growing. Okay, now once I've got that on, I'll take a place here and make two cuts through the bark at about 1 inch apart. And you don't really need to cut the wood. I'm just cutting the bark itself. I do it that way, about 1 inch apart. And once I've got those, I will take my pair of pliers and rough that up, take that off, and just like that. So, and rough the wood underneath it just a little bit like that. Next, I take one of my rubber bands. All this stuff is in your kit, so so it's there, all laid out, ready for you to use. And I take it this way, and actually do it this way. Take the rubber band and tie it back on itself this way. And go around a number of times, and I'm about 1 inch ahead of that cut there. And by the way, this cut right here is where roots will form. Pull this back. Okay, and now we add the pre-moistened peat moss. This also is in your kit there. And you're going to drop some, that's no big deal. Should have plenty. And push it in. And kind of pack it down to the base of the air layer as best I can. And then pull this, kind of squeeze some of the air out of it. You don't have to be real tight. Squeeze some of the air. And tie again with the rubber band. Okay, this next step is if we're in a wet climate here, so we have trouble with it. When it rains a lot, the water runs down and gets into the air layer, and when this gets extra wet, the air layer will not take. So I have little sheets of wax that I use as a sealant to kind of keep the water out of that. Okay. I'm going to put this on by stretching it, not too much, but just a little bit. Stretching it. And then when I reach the end, I just kind of press it in with my finger. And once that's done, now we take some of the foil, also in your kit, and we take it and put it around the the uphill end is the side with the wax, and that's how we put this on. Put that over. And what this does is provides a dark environment for the roots to grow into. Okay. It's really easy. There you have an air layer, and this will stay on the tree for 2 to 3 months. And then you come along and cut it off here.